Right! Hello and welcome. We are here to just have a bit of a starter here to interview our champion, since I was not here and Katra got the honours to announce the champion. Bailey is here, and Bailey, I have to ask you, how you feel?
I'm very excited. It's, the final race. Get to end off the season strong. Hopefully it's a good one too. But yeah, I'm excited.
How you feeling about Imola today?
I have mixed feelings about the track. I don't know if I like it yet. Probably after this race I'll like it, but again, I'm excited because it's the final race. I don't know, why it was the final race again. I kind of forgot, but yeah, I'm looking forward to next season as well, with this being the finale.
I don't know if this question was asked last week, but what's your favourite part of this season, from your perspective?
The probably Canada actually, because
Yes.
that was probably my commanding race. Yeah, probably that, and then Portimao. That was actually a pretty fun race, even though I didn't win on track.
Almost.
Yeah, almost very close, but I decided to use ERS like a bit of a dum dum. But and then Abu Dhabi last, even though it's champion, but I have to put my first two wins front.
Well, that Canada race was superb, and podiums were galore. I don't have the points at the moment, which we'll talk about that in about 10 minutes time, by the way. Chandler, naughty. Katra, I don't think you would have anything to ask, but I'm going to ask anyway if you have anything to say to Bailey.
Actually, I do.
Ooh!
Oh, whoa.
Bailey is not prepared.
I'm definitely not prepared.
So, obviously, throughout the season, you've had a pretty reliable asset with your teammates, Supply Raptor, and obviously, you already won the championship for drivers and the constructors as well. But one thing I actually noticed on last season, you had Mako as your teammate, and you had that kind of relationship. How's your relationship been with Supply Raptor?
Oh my God, bro, he is my goat. Like, he's pretty cool. I was with him in QBR for a pretty long time. I don't know how long. It's like 4 months or something. But yeah, we were there together, and we've talked a lot in DMs and everywhere actually. But yeah, All-Strat GOAT. So he's a big role into each race. But yeah, he's a pretty cool guy. Even though I haven't really heard him talk. What in the screenshot is that?
If you'd like to know, I did a spin and I saw this photo. I was like, that looks like a good photo.
Yeah.
I was going to do a whole thing where the Alpha's doing a lap, and then I realised I'm not good at Imola, so I thought I'll just do that.
Perfection.
But yes,
absolutely beautiful.
Raptor was superb. I mean, we'll see that in a second if we do have time with the highlights about to show that Monaco race. But anyway, Bailey, thank you, and good luck today at Imola.
Salute.
Folks, stay with us. Not too far away, we're about to get underway. For the lights to go out. And they've gone quick, they're going crazy. We're about to get underway for Tier 1 here in Bahrain. We're racing. And it looks like it's a superb start by Louis. In position number 1, Axe has gone a very good start. He pulls to the left to defend off any cars behind him, but it's Louis that leads. Bailey moves up into P2 possibly. Looks pretty clean at the back. P5 right now. But look at this, it's almost about 3 or 4 wide behind. And everybody battling for positions here at the moment. Boss Cookie and settle down, boys. Settle down. Oh boy, and there goes Hoops at the back of this group. Oh, and he got so close to the Haas. And here comes Bailey and Axe battling out here at the moment. These two battling on to Axe. As now Axe looks for the move here on Bailey. Side by side, these two will go. And Axe out. Look at Bailey trying to fight back. And Bailey have to sit behind. Raptor now trying to see if he can get past Chandler. Oh, there's contact, and he is around. Absolutely gorgeous when he sees what's going on behind him. Sinaf now trying to see if he can. Oh, Deer Hunter's gone. Oh, Oh, and Faye gone.
As Chandler
I think
spun
that's Chandler again.
As Feta is chasing
Bailey
down
defends.
fast AD, he's not going to look
But
to move
wow,
on the inside.
Louis just in this lap. Hoop is down in P11 here at the moment. As that's just a Mercedes lane through, and Neymar either went deep or he's just letting the lead off from now. And Supply Raptors in there behind us. Ferrari not go for the move. Yes, he does. Yeah, as now Fast AD in this fight as well. Oh, and Cookie goes wide. It's 3 wide. Oh no. As Boss Cookie holds the position either way. Comes to Aston for the move for third, and he will. Oh, it's close. D Hunter looks like he's got. No, I think it's Fast AD who's gone around at the def corner. As our Edu now has gone through to third. Send it. The speed dunk, send it. Oh, he does. There's contact. No, they're both gone. D Hunter gets the fastest lap of the race, as Louis will win the Bahrain Grand Prix. As we are racing at China. It's a pretty good start from the AlphaTauri. Mumu gets a very good jump. Boss Cookie sits behind and manages to stay in P2. Neymar, his teammate, comes through and says thank you very much. Goes into second place. Does Boss Cookie find him back though? He will. A little bit of contact. Little touch between the two.
Down in first and second gear. Already behind his teammate once more. Already down 2 position. Same with Boss.
Neymar look for it into 4 position, and contact between the two. Mumu has gone off as Neymar is through to the lead, and Boss Cookie will try to get a piece of that pie as well. But look at Cookie now, 4th position. Oh my goodness me, at that angle I thought he was going to hit Neymar, but Boss Cookie now through to second, but Mumu fights him back. Great battle here for the top few positions here at China. And it looks like to me, no, Cookie's still there. Cookie's still there. Are you kidding me? These two still side by side as there's a yellow flag, but we're watching this intense fight here for P2. Oh, a bit more contact. A bit of barge here between these two at the moment. But can Boss Cookie hold on? He does. Oh, Mumu. Actually, Mumu's around. This is a pawn stage for them as Chandler has a bit of a moment. And here comes Bailey for the move. This is only for P13, but it's absolutely tense here at the back. Hard tyres here for Chandler's out. You can see it there on the front straight. For the move here in just a second on Hoop. He needed that DRS, does Ginger. He sends it on Hoopalicious. Yes, gets it done, but does Hoop look for the move back? Not enough. See what the AlphaTauri driver can do. Neymar sees him coming, and here comes Ginger Horizon for P2. This could be an important move in this race. Can he do it around the outside? He sends it. No. Before he goes to the left, does he look for his teammate? I don't think he will, but you don't really want to do those type of games here because Hoop could try to come through in as well. Fresh soft tyres trying to get their way through the field. Axe contact. Miniko. And Miniko, by the way, is through on Hoopalicious as well. Ginger Horizon defends. Oh, there's more contact. These boys are going at it for young and old. As now Miniko can come through. They're going to go 3 wide. Hold our breath because this could end badly. He's got the move done. It's going to be a 1-2 for the Alpine boys. 28 laps of the Chinese Grand Prix done. It's victory for Boss Cookie Racing. It's not a great start for both of the front row. Cookie gets the better secondary start. Mumu now comes up into P2 as now Fenner goes down to position number 3. Ryan position number 4.
Yeah, a lot of action as New Zealand. Ryan gets a time penalty already as Miniko's going to look on the inside of Neymar in the turn 13. Oh, that is turn 12. Nope, that is turn 13.
Oh, could be
Bailey's going to follow him.
Could be 3 wide maybe. As now Bailey now
we're going to be side by side into turn 1.
Oh, there's contact. Miniko goes. Now Cookie's gone, and now Fenner could come through to P2 as well. And we saw this last week. Oh, this should be enough. He's got the better run on him. Side by side, these two will go. As Ryan should get through to P3. Yes, he does. Ryan through to P3. Cookie.
Let's switch back.
Oh my God, the bad luck for this top 3. No, it's not. Fenner looks for the move just before the yellow flag section where Axe is retired. Oh, Edu's gone. He holds onto it. What a save. Oh, What a save from Endu there as Fendu now goes for the move on Endu here for position. Oh my goodness me, there's contact. Endu around. And yes, I agree, Ham in the chat. As look at this now, Cookie looks for the lead. And Tyler looks to find it back. Oh, a bit of contact between the two. It's going to be frustrating for Bailey. Goes for the move on Tyler Clan. For position. Second. Oh, there's contact. What's... I think he's gone out of AI and something's happened there. Oh my god, it's so close. Boss Cookie to the line. Has he won it?
Wow,
Bailey
had a moment.
No, Bailey. 0.1. The lights are going crazy once again because it's Cody's as we're about to get away. Tier 1 Spanish Grand Prix we're racing. And it's a great start from Chandler Sater, but Crispy's not too bad near him, and if he can get a run here into turn 1, he can maybe look for it. But no, all Chandler actually locks up and Crispy will take the lead. Leads here in Spain. Louis in position number 4. Louis had a moment and Chandler now is your race leader. Sit behind for now and hope that this pack come back to bed. Oh, Crispy.
Oh! Crispy. On Chandler, who doesn't have DRS.
And yeah, that's interesting.
He got the move done.
I'm pretty sure he was under a second. That's fact and won the race. Is that what Louis trying to do? Look at Louis closing.
Now? Louis gonna get it done before turn 1.
Goes for it.
Louis gonna get the move done.
And Louis takes the lead here at the Spanish Grand Prix. If there's a big train,
at the back.
And what's happened here? Oh, there's more. What is going on?
Louis gonna back out of it. He's gonna be careful for Chandler behind.
Louis doesn't need to make this move. He just does not. Oh, and Hook is out as expected because, my goodness me. And now Chandler looks for the move on Louis for position number 2. Can he get this done? And he does. Louis does not need to fight this because he will win. Chandler now looking for
Neymar's gonna let it by.
Neymar went a bit wide, yeah. And now Chandler's going to see if he can bridge a gap. Oh, he can see. Oh, this close between Louis and Neymar. And as I say again, Louis does not need to fight hard here because he's got this one in the bag. He's going to look for it around the outside. Oh, Neymar. He's around.
No.
No.
And Supply Raptor in
Chandler will cross the line in P1. Grand Prix for Breakout Racing League. We're racing. The Red Bulls on the front row and Verona gets a pretty decent start actually over Crispy. Chris penalty, and what is going on?
Bailey hit him. Bailey hit him to the hairpin. Is there damage to the Alfa Romeo? Yellow flag again and Axe is out.
Maybe look for the chance here. That's what Bailey's looking for here right now. And we'll have to wait and see.
Uh-oh, Mumu's gone. Unless he gets a really good run at the exit of San Devat. Neymar did not. Neymar's blinking. He's on the button. The Red Bull, he's going to look towards it. Oh, squeezing him into Casino Square.
Wow.
Neymar's going to
possibly challenge his teammate. You never know. As Verona looks for the move here on Supply Raptor. Gets it done. Not so easily. There was a bit of contact there. Bailey. Oh, wait a minute. Crispy's gone for the lead. I've just missed that absolutely completely. With Bailey looking for around the outside. Oh, he's got it done. He's got it done. P2. No,
wow.
Oh, there's contact through. That's out. Oh, and Manico. Oh, what?
Oh!
Last corner. And will win the Monaco Grand Prix. I said look out for Supply Raptor, and he wins it. We'll now wait for as we're about to get underway here in Tier 1 for Breakout Racing League. Racing. And it looks like it's a pretty good start for Feta. Crispy's actually got off the line pretty well, but it's not going to be enough to get into turn 1. Feta will lead. It's turn 1 so far. Tandy's going to try to go around the outside. He goes deep. Sinav trying to see if he can get this done, and Neymar will be watching this from a good point of view, and they're going to stay side by side. Neymar's going to try to see the opportunity on the Ferrari, and he should. He will not yet, because Sinav's going to have the... Oh dear, and it's chaos already. Throwing that around, and oh no. Richard. Austin Powers. There's for the reference for everybody in the chat. Ferrari, no, he gets it back going. He restart, and what has happened behind? There are cars absolutely everywhere. It's Deer Hunter, it's Driggs, and it's Sirhan. Got to get it done, and here he comes. close between the two Alpines. I wish the game gave me a better camera angle as Crispy now is through into the race lead. Get interesting. Moo.
Jared's going to block.
Oh, it's close, and oh, come on, game. There we go. Jared is going to lose 2 positions. No. And he's going to lose many positions between the two. And side by side, these two will go still. And Maniko will hold this because he's going to have the track where he wants to be. But Feta can't hold the position. And Maniko up in a position number 3. Meanwhile, Suffolk's happened behind. Axis had a moment. It's going to be enough to go for this move here on Moo. It's going to be done. Maniko now up in a position number 2. Moo goes down to position number 3 now. As Bailey now will try to see if he can get up into this fight as well. Going to be interested to see. It's going to be how this tie life's going to be towards the end. As now Bailey now looks for it, rides through on Chandler. Now the question of that is, oh my goodness me, Bailey's trying to take both the two of them. Bailey here for position number 3, but Moomoo's going. They're free wide. Hold your breath because I'm trying to myself because Maniko will hold on. No, he won't. Did you know Breakout Racing League has brand new merch, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, we got the tees, we got the hoodies, we got the phone cases, we got that sexy mug there. Oh, that mug looks very good. We got the leggings, we got absolutely everything your heart desires for Breakout Racing League's new merch. And don't forget, if you want to purchase Breakout Racing League merch, Fan 10 to get 10% off your. Oh yes, we welcome you to Breakout Racing League. It is Tier 1, ladies and gentlemen. And folks, it's the final round. Look at the races we've had this season. 24 rounds. It has been an absolutely epic season here in Season 7. We've gone to the likes of Bahrain, China, Portugal, Monaco, the craziness of Monaco as you saw just before the stream, and a whole lot more. Folks, it's time for the final round. And folks, we are ready to go. We're ready to go. We're here to rock and roll, and that's not placed in the right spot, Mitch. That's in the better spot. And there we go. Folks, it's a pleasure to be here with you for the final round here in Tier 1. And joining me as always, quite possibly for the last time in Tier 1. I'm going to try to convince her to stay, but we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. It's the legend of Katra, and Katra, I'm going to ask you this, like I do every week. Imola, one hell of a track.
Yeah, it really is. Imola, the Autodromo Enzo Ferrari Dino. Oh, I messed that one up. Don't worry about it. Imola. Regardless, it's actually a really good track. It's a circuit that, I mean, it's difficult, and there's only one really good place for that overtake down into obviously Tamburello. But it's overall the rest of the circuit. It's very, very difficult and not as rewarding to drive if you get it wrong. Obviously, that's what happens if you get something wrong. But it's really, really, really fun to drive if you get it right. And, you know, through these corners, there's 19 of 10 left and right. With the average speed of 209.57 kilometers per hour, it's a nice, quick track this. It's nice flowing, but there's very, very, very few corners that I would say are almost cursed in a sense. One of them being Aqua Minerale. Because, I mean, if you've seen the chaos so far this weekend, you've seen it through Realistic. 7 cars were involved in a pileup on lap 1 at Aqua Minerale. Tier 3, Tier 4, we've had numerous spins there. Tier 2, we had numerous spins there. We could have numerous spins here tonight. As well as maybe even through the Villeneuve chicane. That could have not a lot of cars going around as well. We've seen that a ton.
As you've been speaking, I've just been on board with drivers who have all been having unbelievable moments here on circuit, including Cam here at the moment. A lot to talk about here with this track, and we're definitely looking forward to this one. A lot of invalidated lap times already, except for this man, the champion, Bailey, who probably would have put car 1 on the car, but you can't do that in this game because fantastic. Here comes Bailey now around the last corner, and let's see what the first marker is here at Imola. The Alpha across the line, it's 16.468, first lap here in this one.
Yeah, his teammate, Supply Raptor, now going through Aqua Minerale, but he actually went purple in the first sector, also in the mediums, which, by the way, Deer Hunter goes original pole with a 15.5, or sorry, 15.05. But what I've seen so far this Grand Prix is a lot of drivers have chosen the soft compounded tires, especially for qualifying. Well, we have heard that the weather forecast calls for some rain. We're going to have a wet start, kind of reminiscent of the actual Emilia Romagna Grand Prix. So we want to see how that would work out. That's going to dry it at the end. But Raptor goes to the line now on the mediums. What does he do?
P5. Superb lap from Supply Raptor. Goes P5 in the Alpha. P2 in the Alfa Romeo. Boy, oh boy, I haven't done this for a while. Second place for Supply Raptor. Oh, man.
Well, Sanchez goes 5th. But, yeah, it's been a decent amount. You missed quite a lot.
Well, Abu Dhabi, of course, we have Bailey being champion. Hoop missing out on taking this to the final race. But, boy, oh boy. Hoop will be looking just to hold on to that second place in the championship, which I will bring up the points in a matter of seconds. But yeah, Hoop, tonight, I think we'll absolutely be looking for a win and possibly a pole as Cam goes P2 on the mediums.
Yeah, that's actually quite shocking to me, honestly, that especially as it's a wet start, a lot of these guys on the medium compounded tires, well, by the way, Trix is having a little bit of traffic, either Fin, which, by the way, he's back, which we haven't seen him in a long time. He's also on a flying lap, or he, just hasn't gotten out of the way, which I think is the first one. I think he's still on a flying lap, which he is. So both of these drivers will go to the line this time in kind of nose to tail fashion, and they both go provisional pole.
Wow.
Trix gets the upper hand there.
As I was actually on board Herb, we're still on board here with Herb to this final few laps here. I've got the points up right now, but we'll watch Herb to cross the line now. And he will go pole 14.212 for the Red Bull here at the moment. So, the big thing in all this right now is, as I will go down to Axe, excuse the scrolling everybody, we'll go down to Axe here in the Mercedes. It is Hoop who's got a 9-point lead over Chandler for second place. Depending on if Chandler's going to be here or not, I don't know. It's a mystery, like it is some weeks. Raptor, though, could be the one that could fight it. Maybe we'll have to wait and see. 20 points separate him and Hoop. So if anything goes down there, it could be a factor to look out for here in this one. Also, there is a good fight for 6. Axe, Verona, Cam, and Crispy to look out for. 18 points separates those 4 drivers, and there's a whole bunch more behind that could be a factor in that situation. And of course, the team's championship as well. Red Bull and Mercedes battle out for second in the constructors. How many points is it? 3 points that separate Red Bull and Mercedes. Incredible.
Well, unfortunately, obviously, he didn't get to choose whether or not to make this race or not, but let's just put it for the sake of it. Chandler kind of chose the wrong race to miss. Obviously, we wish he could be here, but he wishes he could be here as well for the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix. But it's going to be between Hoop and Axe as it stands, with Mercedes and Red Bull fighting it out, which, by the way, A couple of drivers are back. Alphanesis coming out of the pit lane. It's kind of it's a first for him, as we kind of had this saying a couple of rounds, going. It's if he finishes the race, he's on the podium. That streak was actually broken a week ago.
Yeah, last week it was broken. Yeah. And, well, if he gets on the podium here tonight, it just shows you that I bring some luck to Alphanesis. Here's Mumu, who I say again next season will be looking for something. Ups and downs all season, chances of wins, chances of good podiums. And the AlphaTauri now will try to see if he can get a good qualifying lap here at the moment. With 9 minutes to go here in the session, everybody. Here at Imola, it's great to be back streaming through PC. Next season, as moving across the line, and oh my god! Look at that! 14-2-1-2 and a 14-2-1-2.
Well, that's incredibly close for a stop, but second off, Mitchie, I think you've just secured yourself another bid for Bailey's end of season review.
Oh dear. I don't think so, Cam. I don't think we got it up on screen. But yes, there's been a lot of screens this season. A lot has gone down, which has been absolutely incredible. Well, I'm going to stick with this now. Bailey actually goes P3 in the Alfa Romeo.
Wow.
And folks, all I can say is next season going to be an absolute ripper. Don't forget, it will be the intro is going to be. You think Tier 2 has been epic with Katra, and Katra doing absolute goatiness, even though someone else did it.
Hey! I did everything but one.
But one, there you go.
Which, Heatwave is good.
Well, let's just say I maybe haven't talked with Heatwave for a couple of weeks time. To make Tier 1 even more special next season. So, and there's some rumours there's some drivers coming into Tier 1 next season. We'll wait and see.
Yes.
D-Hunter crossing the line. And 14-4. Look how close it is between the top 7. 0.261. It's incredible.
Yeah, it really is. It's been actually so far really, really competitive so far through this Grand Prix. Qualifying, I should rather say. But, it's the first time we've actually been here in BRL. But a lot of these drivers have already been to the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix and other leagues so far. So it's been really close so far. Let's hope it could stay that way.
So both Third and Alphanesis have just invalidated their laptops, trying to find something. A lot of drivers struggling with keeping on the track here at the moment. And Heatwave, I will DM you after the race. Let's have some conversation work, just to help me out a bit. Anyway, here is Supply Raptor in the Alfa Romeo. FinFan has gone around, and you're going to see a lot of that as. I wonder who's on the BRL cat right now saying no.
Hey! How you doing?
Oh dear. As I'll keep an eye on board here with Supply Raptor. We'll go on an on-board lap with somebody very shortly for you all, even though that's my expertise is Supply Raptor gets a validation. That's probably invalidation number 5,674 here in this qualifying session so far. As where is Hoop at the moment? He's just starting off his lap as well. He's going to try and see if he can improve here at the moment. Sanchez is about to cross the line, and he goes P9, 14.6, but look how close it is. Boy, oh boy, you got to find something with time around this circuit. It's incredible. As we'll go up to Hoop now in the Red Bull. As Chandler now joins the session, so makes for a very exciting battle for P2 here, Katra. So that's good to see us. Hoop is up, purple.
Yeah, that's going to be great to see, obviously, Chandler being able to race tonight. So if he can grab in a little bit of his expertise and speed. He's raced here before in the Imola, I have a little bit of problem here. An Imola track here, and he would love to actually grab a quick finish like he did a week ago.
Absolutely right. As Hoop crosses the line, does improve, but look how close it still is. It's still ridiculously close. Here is Axe, and folks, let's take you for a lap around Imola, shall we? With the great Axe F1. Turn 2, turn 3, turn 4. Tough part of the circuit to absolutely get right, because if you, from my experience, if you lose a little bit of time through there, your whole lap could be just out the window. Chaos can ensue through this part of the track. We've seen it throughout the weekend so far, especially in Tier 3, like I found out. Sadly, you could go side by side. It could end in absolute tears, ladies and gentlemen. Coming up now too, Drixow goes to the top with a 1:14.147. So it's close here in qualifying right now. And here comes the part of the track where drivers can get caught out like Axe just did right there. That's going to be part of the circuit tonight, where you're going to see some mistakes, absolutely. And Axe is going to have to get back up and going and try to find something. Wow, wowie.
Yeah, I said earlier, by the way, that was a cursed corner. Axe shows it.
Yep, it is. It is. So the McLaren on top at the moment. 1:14.147. It's, well, the McLaren here in T1 doing way better than the real life McLaren at the moment, so...
Ferrari goated.
Mercedes, this is why I have to pay you to say in T1 for saying that. Mercedes, really down, really down. Here's Crispy.
By the way,
yes, go on. Sorry.
While you were doing the onboard lap, Danny Rick actually crashed in the exit of the Tamburello chicane, so he's now going to be at his ceiling of P5 right now.
Wow, there you go. So P5. Danny Rick doing the superb job too, by the way. And Danny Rick's shown pace throughout the season he has raced. So we'll see how he goes here tonight. 16 drivers, of course. So bumper grid and could turn things into absolute wildness here at Imola. So Drix on top of the moment with 1:14.147. We have 3 minutes to go here in qualifying. And of course, Katra, I'm going to ask you this for the final time this season. Who's getting pole?
Getting pole probably could very well be Hoopalicious.
Crispy,
Jesus,
that's
big crash.
That's a big crash.
Wow.
That's a big crash. The left rear gone on Crispy in the AlphaTauri. So, wow, that was a big one. That was a big one. The big crash there for Crispy. And again, as you said, the curse corner. Whew.
Yeah, we've seen it numerous times this weekend already, and Crispy is now fallen victim to that again. But what we've seen is, well, qualifying itself could very well be, I said it in Tier 2, and it did not make sense, so I'll say it again. Qualifying at Imola is an oxymoron. You need it to get away from the chaos, but you don't need it to win, which makes zero sense, but I stand by my statement. You can't tell me otherwise.
Well,
because
that's why
I have facts to back it up. I have facts to back it up. Okay, it's not BRL facts. Actually, it is BRL facts.
She
not
has
real
the
life
facts.
I do have the facts. I got the book. The 2 races I have commentated, Tier 2 and Realistic, both winners did not start in the top 3 positions. Gerbil started from 4th, and Deere started from 17th. So you need, but here's the thing. First place, this is where it gets a little iffy.
I'm going to hold you for a second. Chandler's about to cross the line here. Let's see what Chandler can do. And it's pole 14.082. And Chandler said he was confident, and he goes pole. That's a good pole position lap by the Mercedes there.
Yeah. I mean, so back to what I was talking about, though, with first place, Scott and pole, and Realistic, that pole sitter got second. You know, they escaped the chaos. But in Tier 2, the pole sitter was involved in the chaos. See what I mean?
Yeah, there's a lot of chaos that could happen around here, especially in the mid-pack. The battles around here is unbelievable, I can tell you that right now. And I think we're going to see that here tonight as Alphanesis goes around. We're going to see the battles to be absolutely rampant here at this circuit. I strongly believe that. And on Axe, same moment again, struggles through the cursed corner. Oh, my goodness me. So Axe he could come around for one more lap. As Bailey now will go once again. Moo now holds back. So everybody now in their final stages here in qualifying. The Red Bull Hoop. Let's see what Hoop can do. Gets a little maybe of gain there from Chandler Sater. As now, let's watch Hoop. Can he take pole off Chandler for the battle for second in the championship? To the line, it's Hoop. Is it pole? It is. It's a 14.007. And Chandler will get to go around and go for one more lap. In just a dire seconds. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable that he got there in time. As we'll watch our Supply Raptor, the man who I think has been superb this season in Breakout Racing League Tier 1. And here goes P4. Superb lap from him as Bailey, I think, made the mistake and was 2 temps up. Here's Deer Hunter though. Can Deer Hunter spring something here at the moment? And that's right, Feta, can we see someone in the 13s? I don't know. Chandler could maybe find it. We'll have to wait and see. But here comes Deer Hunter. Can Deer Hunter bring a surprise and shock us all? No, he does not. It is AP9. Here comes Cam. Cam's been telling me he's going to get podiums every race. Can he do it here tonight? P6 for Cam. Here in this one, Driggs goes pole. 13.955. I missed out Driggs there. Chandler's invalidated. He's done. But Hoop's still going here. Can Hoop do something? No, he's invalidated. It's going to be pole for the McLaren unless someone can spring a surprise. No, everyone is done. It's pole for Driggs.
It's a huge wreck again for Hoop. Exit Ravazza. But just like in Realistic on Thursday, Driggs showing his pace in qualifying.
He's shown that all season. Driggs, superb in qualifying. And he does it again. Driggs on pole here in Imola. Superb performance from the McLaren. And he gets it done. Hoop, that it's Chandler, it's Supply Raptor, it's Ferd, Mumu, Cam, Bailey, Denny Rick, and Axe. That's your top 10. And there's your outside your top 10. But folks, stay with us. We are moments away from the start here in Tier 1 as I take you to a pre-recorded clip. Hey you, yes you sexy thing. Do you hate the F1 2021 game like I do? Well, at Breakout Racing League, we have something special for you. Assetto Corsia Competition is back for a new season on the next-gen consoles, so it could make things even more spicier and make Skippy even more rantier. That doesn't make sense. Where's the script right here? Oh, make Skippy win races. Okay. The calendar, there's the calendar. Where's Baffert, Skippy? Come on now. And don't forget as well, BRL Fantasy for your chance to win at a $50 BRL merch pack. Check out the Discords to find out more information about it all. And don't forget, folks, every race will be streamed live on the Twitch. Maybe not round 1, but every one will be streamed by yours truly. Folks, don't forget to join us for the Assetto Corsa Competition, the new season, not too far away. Well, that was something. We're here, we're back, here in T1. About to get things up the way. By the way, Kryptonite, thank you for following here at Breakout Racing League. Don't forget, ACC is imminent with yours truly. It is indeed raining, Feta. It is raining like cats and dogs. And the Inters are on. Katra, who's going to win this
I'm
final
still recovering
race?
from the ad.
Who's going to win this final race here at Imola?
Well, it's going to be wet to dry, so usually we've seen in interchangeable conditions a couple of drivers struggle, but a couple of drivers be front runners and be race winners. Well, we've seen a couple of times. We actually saw through, for example, Silverstone, Frynut. He captured that great pace he had and won the race. Well, he's not here. What about Chandler? What about Hoop? They're second and third. Well, we don't know. What about Supply Raptor in fourth? We've seen Axe have done pretty well if he actually gets on the right competent tire, Austria. But I honestly think, I think Hoop can master this, but Chandler, I think, is the man that I think can master the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix. He's shown his pace. He's been comfortable. Now, the only thing that could maybe stunt him is how much practice beforehand did he get in? Remember, he joined halfway through qualifying. Well, that stinted him a bit because Hoop had that full qualifying.
Sorry, I'm just laughing at what Skippy said in the chat.
Yeah.
I don't know, Skip. I did that at 9 o'clock this morning. It's going to be an interesting one. we've seen this season, I can't remember how many times this season we've had a dry to wet or wet dry race. It's been so many. It could go either way, I feel like. And I'm going to say the race winner, you know what? I'm going to shock us all. The race winner is going to be Cam.
I'd agree.
Ooh! Well, folks, as...
Someone just spun. Cam, actually. Just no, it wasn't Cam. I think it was Fern.
It was Fern. Oh, my
Oh,
goodness me.
again?
Fern is struggling in these conditions here right now, so... Look out for Fern. As Heatwave and Shamrock going to win this race. We'll have to wait and see, won't we all? But, fair to say, Chandler, Alphanesis, Cam. Who knows? If D Hunter gets on the podium, I'll have to turn down my audio completely because we know how D is very loud in the podium interviews. D down in P11. Crispy, the last in P16. Could Crispy being down in P16 help him out? Oh, what is going on here?
I have no idea.
Okay, it's
that's not going to help Crispy.
Okay, that's on your end too. Thank God, I was very nervous there. But folks, it's 32 laps. It's Driggs. It's Hoop. It's Chandler. It's Raptor. It is Fern. Crispy. Drunken Shamrock will line up in P15. As we're about to get on the way for the final round for Season 7 throughout all the tiers here in F1. What a Season 7 throughout all the tiers, especially here in Tier 1. But we're about to get underway for 32 laps here at the famous Imola as we... As basically the session, we're racing! It's a great start for Driggs. He gets the good jump. The Alpine behind has got a superb start, but it's because he's got a drive-through penalty. He's jumped the start. Hoop now sitting right there behind on Driggs. He can't find his way by. Fern sitting right there behind us. Moo and Chandler going at it behind, but it's somewhat clean at the moment throughout the field here in this race as everyone goes through cleanly. Bailey rejoins as Driggs holds on to that lead for now, doing very nicely.
Yeah, Fern jumping that start's not going to help him at all, but it was a lot of chaos, a lot of contact in the back, especially through Villeneuve.
Oh.
But look at this, Fan's way off the circuit, actually in the grass, in the gravel, as Deer Hunter's past Danny Rick.
Deer Hunter and Danny Rick going side by side. I'm very, holding my breath, seeing very nervous here with these two going side by side there after what happened to me yesterday. But Deer Hunter now up at a P7, doing a superb job. Fern sitting right there behind Hoopalicious. Chandler there in P4. Looking for the right moment for him to have a pass. But Fern is wanting to pass Hoop here, or having a bit of a wave. Driggs, P1 though, and is pulling the gap superbly here in this race. Driggs doing a superb job. Here's Moo in P6, trying to find what he could do in this race as Danny Rick and D Hunter behind the battle for P7.
Yeah, it's going to be crucial for these guys to get their moves on now, especially with, like I said, there's only one DRS straight. Well, now there's no DRS straights because the rain is coming down. There's no DRS enabled, even though it's technically not even within that threshold anyway. Forget that. But Axon Sanchez looking for the move. A lot of these guys are back here trying to get through as quick as possible the guy in front of them because they know they may not be able to get that chance to once this dirty air really sets in, once these guys start springing out. They don't know if that position they have will be the one they'll have to stay in.
A slight moment there up ahead, but yeah, these instance conditions, whenever the dry happens, that's going to when this race really opens up. And there is an absolute train here at the moment starting to show here with Hoop, Fern, Chandler, Supply Raptor and Moo. Boy oh boy, Fern will be pulling off here very soon to break this up, so it'll be interesting to see how this all plays out here in this one. Only lap 2 of 32, and Driggs leading by 1.1 seconds. Let's go back down through the field. Cam now closer in on Danny Rick as well. Axe in there! Axe, hold on to it, boy! Oh, moment there for Axe. But he holds on to it, and he's almost gone deep. Alphanisa says, thank you very much. And he comes through in the P11 as Axe now gets a time penalty. Struggling in these conditions here at the moment.
Yeah, that's really going to come back to bite him, especially that 3 seconds will be oh! What has happened there?
All right.
Axe is now down a couple of positions. It looks like he may have had contact with Crispy. I don't know if that's actually it looks like he is okay with his front wing. But that's interesting.
That was very interesting on my point of view. That was questionable. Anyway, let's move back up here through the field. Third once again. He's right on Hood. We got Supply Raptor and Chandler. But yeah, Feta, I don't know what happened there. That was a really weird incident. Between as Cam almost loses it. Almost loses it. My goodness me. And these drivers are all having big moments here in these conditions here at Imola. It's a track where you just got to keep it on track because it's so easy to lose it. Avoid those curves because boy, oh boy, they can be deadly around here, as we're seeing already here tonight. As Alphanesis now is closing up here on Sanchez as well. But we'll go to third here, who's a matter of moments about to come into the lane.
Yeah, that's really going to stint his race this. Fern, obviously that jump start is really going to be a huge hamper as he actually runs wide in the exit of Variante Alta. But, I mean, this is pretty much going to put him dead last, and with no safety car in sight, it may be the end of his Grand Prix right here. It's just what happens whenever the jump start just kind of affects the race.
It does. I still think there's a chance of a safety car. I thought he was about to stay out there, and I was like, what? Triggs, we were 24.875, and in comes Fern for his drive-through penalty, so that will hurt his day, but you never know, he could come back into it later on. It's just one of those tracks, and one of those seasons where your luck can come back to you.
Yeah, through the season, we've seen a lot of late race safety cars and numerous tiers, and remember a couple of races ago, actually, let's go back to the last rain-affected race that I can remember, at Austria. Remember when I was talking about how Axe had that issue and he ended up retiring in the pit lane because he thought there was no safety car, and then the safety car came out 2 laps later? That could very much happen again. Let's just not... Oh!
We're on board with that, and here comes Cam. He saw it. No! It's close, but these two perfectly through. Cam through. Oh boy, it was close between the two there. Sanchez set P9. He's going to try and see if he can find something here at the moment as Cam trying to hold on at the cursed corner. Raptor, though, is close to Chandler here at the moment. Hoop going off into who knows whereville, and he's going to try and see if he can close that margin down to Driggs. We're on lap 4 of 32 here in this Grand Prix, and Raptor now, again, just finding something. But again, it could be a thing where, especially these front runners, you're not really going to see moves being done until the dry or when someone makes a mistake. But Hoop now, 24.862, now showing his pace in this race.
Yeah, and he's actually showing it a lot. He's actually closed up a ton to Drix, over 4/10 of an improvement for the Red Bull on the McLaren there. But I've been kind of monitoring this train ever since Cam has gotten through on Danny Rick, and he's actually kind of matching the same pace as Deer Hunter, who's lost the gap to Mumu, who's now over a second off of the AlphaTauri in front of him. We could have a huge train spanning down if Deer Hunter can try to get to the back of Mumu by a little bit more, which he does right here from Raptor, which technically even Chandler, all the way down, maybe even to Crispy in 11th. That's a huge train.
It's a huge train. It's an absolute huge train. And Alphanesis in it. So, yeah, you could even say, as you said, Driggs, Crispy, they're all close with each other here at the moment. There's no big gaps forming at the front. Boy, it could make the dry conditions even more interesting when it arrives. We'll have to wait and see. As Deer Hunter now, as you said, but he's starting to close back up here with Mumu. Supply Raptors lost a bit of time to Chandler, but Hoop is closing that gap on Driggs. It's going to be an absolute tussle here in Imola between those two at the moment. But we'll go back into this mid-pack here at the moment. Cam is closing in on Deer Hunter here for P6. The Williams versus the Haas here at the moment. Chandler actually gets the fastest lap of the race. So topsy-turvy with pace here at the moment with everyone throughout the field.
Well, it's funny that you were kind of referencing the ACC aspect of that advertisement between the qualifying and race aspect, because the last time I believe that Cam and Deer Hunter were this close to each other at Imola was an ACC race, and that didn't end very well. Myself and Axe were there in the commentary booth watching over it. Do you think they'll try to have that kind of aggression, that kind of fun go again? Remember, this is one last race. It's at least should be Stroll for a lot of these guys.
Well, we know Cam and Diz. Oh, and it's Danny Rick again. Danny Rick, same moment he's had a few times in this Grand Prix. My goodness me. But yeah, Cam and Diana, you know those two can be absolutely go for it in battles. Could happen here. We'll have to wait and see. There's still a long way to go here in this Grand Prix, as the rain is still here. And we'll just keep an eye on when that rain comes to a halt. It could come to a halt at any time. But Drinks is still your leader. Hoop haunting him, waiting for a mistake. Because I think Drinks actually did make a mistake, because it was around 1.6 seconds. And then all of a sudden went to about 0.7 in about a lap. So, yeah, Drinks will be hoping to not make a similar mistake like that again. Alphanese is close here to Sanchez. And Sanchez closing on Denny Rick. Once that DRS is enabled, the battles are going to be absolutely insane throughout this field. As Alphanese is now... Oh, man, as Feta saying the drops are starting to leave. Oh, that's crispy! Oh, man. The screams are coming already here in this final race. Crispy having a big moment there, but he holds onto it. Wow.
Yeah, that's a big moment from the AlphaTauri there, but Alphanese has tried to go all over the back of Sanchez through the first couple of complexes through Tamburello and into Villeneuve. But one thing I've noticed is Chandler has kind of marginally been closing on Hoopalicious through the middle and final sector, but the exit of Ravatsa kind of reverts back to the gap again, and Hoop's actually lost a bit of time to Trix now. He's outside of that 1 second window.
Oh, and Sanchez. Oh, he's closing right in. Cam is still trying to close in on Dihana as well. I feel like those two are going to erupt in a matter of moments, in a matter of laps. And we've got Sanchez and Alphanesis as well, and Crispy's closed that gap back. So, big battle going on here for P6, but also a big battle going on here for P8 in this Grand Prix. Streaks now shows his pace once again with 24.2. My goodness me.
It's kind of a coin flip right now with these guys, as Sanchez is actually closing in again on Danny Rick again. But we've seen a couple of laps ago, Hoop had the fastest lap, then it changed again. Chandler had the fastest lap, then Drix now just hit the fastest lap, and Sanchez has taken his car.
Oh,
what a save!
That's incredible save, and Crispy says thank you. He comes through as well as Alphanesis does. But boy, that was a save of the century.
That was an incredible save from Sanchez. It's funny, I was talking about the other McLaren whenever Sanchez had that incident, but now he's going to recuperate himself. He's going to try to calm himself down, maybe even think about, well, could he have a change of undergarments by the time he gets in the pit lane? But for now, he just needs to get back going again, which, oh, Crispy almost had the same move. He lost the car in the exit of Piratella and saved it too. Everyone's kind of struggling now.
Yes, everyone is struggling here right now. It's really the top three that are close on pace. As you can see, the margins between them are starting to close in on the three of them with each other. That's basically what it is. And yes, Skeppy, tomorrow, wink. As Mumu now and Supply Raptor, another two that are very close with each other here at the moment. Is Mumu going to try to find something here at the moment? Raptor's low on that ERS, but Mumu's got enough power on him to go for the move here in the Alfa Romeo, and he gets it done. Mumu up at a P4, and he goes down to P5. Does Supply Raptor. Great move by Mumu there, and he saved that ERS enough to get it done, as of course Raptor just low on it here right now in this race. So, it's still Drinks on top, but Hoop's haunting there behind. Chandler's not far behind either, so once these trying conditions come in, boy oh boy, it's going to get interesting.
The ACC references just keep flowing, by the way, from that Alpha and Alpha action. That reminded me of, well, that one stream I kept talking about, especially when I talked about that Cam and Deere incident. Well, if you do remember tuning into that stream, myself and Axe were very vocal whenever there finally was an overtake. We screamed, wow, it was an overtake. That's kind of the same thing that just happened there. But now, Mumu up to fourth. He's going to try to go chase after Chandler, because right now the gap between Rapture and Chandler, whenever he was in front up into fourth, was about 2.5 seconds. Now Mumu has relinquished that gap. Can he try to close in on that?
Hey, Beast number 5, thank you for subscribing with Prime. Legend, thank you very much for subscribing with us. We are on the final race this season. But I can tell you this right now, Season 8 is... It's coming. It's coming. And of course, ACC starting next week. I don't think it'll be streamed since I won't be available that week. But after that, it will be live ACC. Hoop, close it in. 0.2 now on Driggs. It's a close fight between these two right now. The Red Bull. No! Hoop is gone! Oh, Hoop is gone. I've screamed like Sack the Beast, but not as crazy. And Hoop has now... DRS, his wing is gone, but the Red Bull, my goodness me. Jeez, that was a big moment.
Well, you know, oh, that's another one gone. Raptor.
Oh, Raptor's gone.
Piratella.
Oh, that's a big crash.
crash.
That's a huge crash. We just saw the seconds of it there. Bailey, that has to be a safety car. Bailey, if you could try to get a slow-mo on that in your highlights and people could watch that back, because I saw a split second of that Alfa Romeo in the air there, I'm pretty sure, and that's a safety car after absolutely everything. That just happened.
Remember what I said earlier on for Fern, that one mistake could lead to a safety car, that Axe could have wished he had that back in Austria. Well, now Fern has that chance here in Imola.
And for Hoop, that's a lifesaver. Oh,
Big time.
even though he's going to be at the back here, that is a lifesaver for now because, well, if there was no safety car at the end of it, man, oh man. Risky for dries, I don't know. On my screen, it's still raining. So, yeah, I don't know about that, fella. I do not know about that unless Jeff is telling them. Well, Jeff, Drunken Shamrock, we have seen this before. Shamrock going for risks like this throughout the season. And he's doing that right now. Medium's on, but I don't think it's quite ready.
No, I don't think so. For a lot of us Americans, you'll know exactly what I'm about to reference here, but you know, you need to have cat-like reflexes when you're driving on a wet track with dry tires. So now exacerbate that with the flowing nature and quick turns of Imola. Shamrock's going to have exact concentration. He's going to have to be on top of this Aston Martin if he wants to make this work. Because if he can stay on the track and it does start to dry out by the time the safety car comes in, he needs to hope that, well, the safety car comes in about 2 laps or so, then not right now, which he has that chance to do because he's now going to be the next one to go up to that safety car queue, and they can't overtake him behind. So it's going to be up to his discretion right now as quick as he can catch the safety car. He wants the rain to cease now, and if he can, he completely have mastered this strategy now. But if it doesn't go in, he's going to be in for a world of hurt when it does.
Yeah, he's just... no. Oh! At the Kurt's corner, he was almost gone. It's still raining. And I just, yeah, no. And Hoop's going to be sitting behind this is like, well, come on, dude. It's going to be, I suspect Shamrock is either going to come in or he's just going to stay with this and hope for the best. But I don't think it's going to work out for him here in this one. I don't think it's going to be dry yet for quite a few laps. And Shamrock, I think it's time to put those intermediate tyres on. Let's see what he does. No, he's staying out. He's going for it. You got to give him credit.
Power to him.
Power to him.
He's going to have his hands. Yeah.
But
he's going to have his hands full of this one.
All we can say is that Hoop, Bailey, and Axe will have to be absolutely on their toes when passing him. Oh, man. So soon, Hoop, Bailey, Axe have a big advantage. Well, yeah, they do. They have pitted on fresh inters, but it's about passing drivers since they are right at the back here at the moment. That's what they got to do. They got to find their way through the field. We saw Hoop do it in Saudi Arabia superbly, coming through the field after what happened at turn 1 for him on lap 1. And he tried to get back through the field in this one. So Driggs and Chandler at the front. Moo Deer Hunter in P4. Cam P5. As Drunken Shamrock is struggling.
Yeah, through Piratella, just snapped on the back of him, and he had to chase that all the way. Thankfully for him, there's an Imola signage, and he exited Piratella. He had to use all of it and stayed on the track. But safety cars in this lap. Shamrock, I don't know about this car right now.
I don't know either. Oh boy, it's going to get interesting, folks. Restart. Lap 13 it will be. We're not even halfway through this Grand Prix, and there's so much that has happened already. Raptor out of the race. Hoop almost was out of the race, but he held on to not lose a wheel. And Chandler will be looking to get the jump here on Driggs if he possibly can. So it's the McLaren and the Mercedes close by. Things again tight behind, but Driggs waits, and he's gone. Driggs goes, moving there, right behind.
Oh!
What has happened?
Big crash, Denny Rick.
Oh my goodness me, that's a big crash. You see him there. That is not going to be another safety car because this game doesn't do that. But Denny Rick out. What has happened?
Sanchez and Crispy.
Sanchez and Crispy side by side. And Crispy's through. Crispy P7. Finfen's in right there behind. And things are starting to get a bit hectic here in this mid-pack. Everyone bunching up. Looking for moves. Looking battles. Fern looks for the move on Finfen. It was a gutsy move, but he got it done. He got it done. Whew. Gutsy move.
Great
and
move.
Fern goes up in a P9 here in this Grand Prix as Cam down the top 5. What has happened?
He almost did the exact same thing Supply Raptor did. He saved it, but we've seen already this one lap alone. Everyone thinks it's go time. We saw Sanchez and Crispy. Sanchez was over the curbs, clambering. There was almost contact, and he almost put himself in the barriers. With Fern, he was pushing hard with FinFan. He almost lost it in the exit of Piratella. And Denny Rick tried to get as much power as possible, lost it on the power, and right into the barriers in the exit, actually technically the apex of turn 1 on the far left. They all think it's go time now.
They're all absolutely going for it here at the moment. This is incredible, and we're only on lap 14 of 32 in this race. It's unbelievable. Everybody fighting hard here on this safety after this safety car restart, and it's intriguing to see. Here right now, as Sanchez has gone back from Crispy. Crispy's had a moment. As now it's Hoop and Finfan. No, Finfan's actually off track. Finfan goes off.
Yeah, he went way too deep.
Yep. And especially in these conditions when you go too deep around here, boy, you go deep. As Crispy and Fern once again. Fern looking to do what he did before, but on the outside this time. Side by side, these two will go, and I hold my breath once again as getting Nightmares. I'm sure Bailey will put that in the highlights of my Nightmares as Crispy now holds on to that P8, but Sanchez pulls away. Here's the battle pack here right now. Alphanesis is right there. Alphanesis is there. What's happened? Crispy's around.
Crispy lost it in the exit. He lost it in the exit of Aqua Minerali and almost collected a Hoop and Fern. He may have kept it out of the barriers for the most part. It's been chaotic as of late.
No, he's got damage. He's got damage on the right side. And that is... and Crispy... Sorry, I was laughing at what Skippy said in the chat.
Yep. Yeah.
Hoop. Let's watch Hoop here. Hoop's banging that ERS here at the moment. Fern is as well. Hoop's not going to... He has to go deep on him here if he wants to get this done. Does Hoop look? He does look! The Red Bull and the Alpine, and he will get it done. Hoop up at a PA, Crispy, I suspect. There we go. Crispy out of this race. Shame. It's a shame for Crispy here in this one. Chandler close to Driggs, 0.2, but not much really happening with those front runners here right now. Cam and Deer still close with each other. They just haven't, Cam hasn't found something at the moment to get past Deer at the moment. But that's what he's got to do.
Hold on.
He's got to find something. And Katra says, hold on.
It's stopped raining.
It has stopped raining.
Completely. This may be a lot closer to dries than we thought. It may not help Shamrock. By the way, yellow flag. I believe that's actually Finfan's gone around to the exit of Tosa. But this may now bring the strategy wide open. Oh, Cam almost lost to the exit of Varianti Alta.
Yeah, Cam. And, well, it doesn't really help Shamrock really at all. He might gain one position. But, yeah. So now the question is, who's going to be the first one to go for it? Who's going to be the first one to attempt a bit of a strategy call and hope it works out for them and go on some dry tyres? I suspect, what do you think? Do you think mediums will these guys be going on? I suspect. Yes?
It's likely. That's probably the car they're going to go to, unless they want to try to make soft stretch to the end, which may be a little bit harder.
Yeah, that's what I suspect mediums. You could see someone go for softs as FinFed retires in the pit lane.
No!
Moo, no! Oh, moo,
Same thing happened.
Oh.
Exit of Villeneuve.
Oh, it's a
no
safety
front
car.
wing,
Well, forget the strategy.
Ooh.
They're going to be all in. Unless this game decides to do a 2018-2019 on us and not be a damn track for the next 10 laps, I suspect we're going to see probably everyone in here on dries.
I don't know. I mean, it very well could look like it dries up pretty quickly.
Now,
it already is looking like there's a dry line.
here's the thing. Shamrock as well is 40 seconds behind the pack as well. We're going to be under safety car for quite a bit here, I do believe. I think. So, oh man, it's fascinating here right now to see what they all do. Yeah, I feel like you got to pit here. You got to pit. Let's see what Driggs and Chandler do. I honestly be surprised if they don't. Yeah, Driggs in. Yeah. D Hunter in. They're going to be all in. Oh, what has happened here? Sanchez and Cam. He's hit the back of Cam. 5-second penalty. And they're all in. Oh, the chaos of Imola is just showing. Chandler on softs. I said Chandler may go for the softs. Yeah, a bunch of softs on here at the moment. So, as you did say, these guys are going to try to stretch these softs. And, yep, they're all going softs here at the moment. And shows you who's not the expert, and that's me. Bailey on mediums, though.
I wouldn't call myself an expert, but knowing a lot of the Tier 1 grid, especially with the... it's probably, I don't know. I wouldn't say that.
You talk to the drivers, I don't.
that is true. That is true. It actually looks pretty dry already, so this soft strategy may not be too far-fetched as we thought, but look at this. Hoop down in 6th. Can he try and pull Saudi Arabia and work his way through?
So, the points between Hoop and Chandler's 9, if I'm correct. Right. As Katra is very silent.
Oh, what?
The gap between...
You're asking me that question? I thought you were asking yourself that question.
Hoop and Chandler 9 points the gap, if that's correct. Right.
Hoop and Chandler, the gap to them is a lot more than 9.
That's why I'm asking you the question.
Hoop is 208. Hoop is 205. Chandler's 174.
There we go.
Well, actually, it's...
No.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, it is. What just happened a second ago? Okay, yes, it is 9 points. Thank you. My points didn't update for some reason. Oh!
Oh my god. Yeah, Mozzie, yeah, they will go the distance. I just did not know what these drivers would be thinking. But there we go. So Bailey on the mediums, Sanchez on the mediums, and Dragon Shamrock, of course, on the mediums. He's a bit further back, so we may have another lap. Well, we'll definitely have another lap under safety car here at the moment. So Driggs, Chandler, D Hunter, Alphanesis, and Cam, your top 5. Boy, oh boy, this is going to be a fascinating final few laps of this Grand Prix. There's still a chance of safety car. Absolutely. Oh boy, oh boy.
Yeah.
I need to control myself here at the moment. As Bailey comes in, Bailey's going on the sauce.
I need to bleach my my innocent mind after reading the chat.
Oh dear. So Bailey in on the soft tyres. It doesn't really matter for Bailey. Bailey's already champion. Alfa Romeo already constructors champion. So Bailey's just gonna see how he can go for the rest of the race. That's pretty much the story of it all here in this moment. But yes, 9 points between Hoop and Chandler. We'll keep an eye on it for you if Chandler can somehow get into that hold the phone as we see Chandler's driver has no helmet on.
Yeah, I saw that earlier. Chandler needs to get some kind of violation. That can't be safe. I don't know how he sees.
That might be a steward's inquiry. No.
Oh, now that you said it, it will be.
Imagine if it was.
Oh, someone somewhere is going to say, you know what?
Just for the
Mitchie
banter.
said it, I'll do it.
Just for the banter, just do it.
It's reporting Mark Webber whenever he was retiring. What are you going to do, find him?
13, yeah. But let's control our laughter here of, I don't know. This is the final race. We're having a bit of fun here, everybody.
Who cares?
It could be the final time me and Katra commentate together, even though I'm going to try and keep Katra to stay with me. But folks, here we go. Lap 19 of 32. Driggs, Chandler once again. The battle's going to be on. Deer Hunter in peak 3, by the way. Oh boy, here we go. Driggs, your race leader. Here on lap 19 of 32. Deer Hunter's actually got quite a good run here on Chandler, but Chandler's got a good run on Driggs. Is he going to look for it here right now? The Mercedes, no, he is not. As Cam and Alphanesis, it's on like craziness. As Cam holds on the P4 here at the moment. This is going to turn into absolute carnage. Meanwhile as well, Hoop and Fern. Hoop holds on that P6 here right now. So the pack is starting to close in on each other right now. This is going to be a fascinating one as now Bailey is through on those too many runners behind. And Bailey now P10. I don't know where to look.
Right now with Bailey. Yeah, there's way too much going on to look in one particular place. That's kind of why I'm here, I guess. You know, I guess that's my job description. But Trix had that 7/10 gap over Chandler, but that won't matter if he can't get out of that DRS range.
I don't know who that was that went off then. I think it was Moo Moo. Someone went off there. I did not see. I was looking at the chat. I just saw a car go off, but it holds on for now. Driggs, by the way, has got 0.5 here on Chandler, but Chandler's going to be closing in. And what's the
Byrne trying to look for the move, threw in Rebecca, who had none of it. And that's exactly why. He could not back out in time, had to cut the corner, and got the time penalty from it.
Excuse the scrolling, everybody. This is just absolute wildness here at the moment. As Bailey and Moo Moo goes through. Boy, oh boy, let's check the front because this is going to be interesting. And especially where Cam now is closing in on Deer Hunter. Oh, this is going to be a fascinating way to end this season here in Tier 1. Chandler closing right up on Driggs. Very soon, he'll have that DRS and he'll close right in. Alphanesis, Hoop, now into the top 5. Hoop into the top 5. I think Alphanesis has had a moment where we've seen many drivers have moments here in this race. And Hoop now up into the top 5. Unbelievable comeback here from Hoop after that mistake earlier in the race.
Yeah, for Alphanesis, he was actually pressurizing Cam, kind of like what Hoop was doing right now. But going in through the exit of Tosa, he actually was alongside the Williams and had a huge moment. That's what Hoop capitalized off of. By the way, Sanchez has a time penalty. That's now 4 drivers with one. There's still a long way to go for drivers that don't have one.
Chandler. He is haunting the race leader. Here he comes for the lead. Hoop with the fast lap of the race. Does Driggs fight it hard here? We'll wait and see. Can Driggs fight this one side by side? No, he doesn't fight it. Chandler through to the race lead. Deer Hunter now. He's going to try to get up in this fight. What's happened? Fern's around. Fern goes around as now Ags bailing out here with Alphanesis. Ags now up in the top 6 as now Hoop is going to try to dive this here as well as Deer Hunter now comes through up into the 2nd place. Driggs now tries to hold on to it at the moment. Oh, hold on boys, let's not have any contact here at the moment as Deer Hunter now P2 here in this Grand Prix. He does have a penalty, however, but at the moment on track, he's P2. Moo Moo and Alphanesis side by side. Look at this great camera angle. Oh, that was a bit of contact there. And Alphanesis is through, but Moo Moo fights it back. Oh, what has happened? Hoop is around. Oh.
That may send it.
That might have just given Chandler P2 in the championship. As now Driggs close here with D Hunter. D Hunter, my goodness me. Cam could be on for a podium here at the moment, but we still have many laps to go. We've got 11 to go. Chandler Sato now with the fastest lap of the race as expected. Here comes Cam, here comes Cam, here comes free wide, here comes free wide. I'm going to hold my breath and Strix holds on and D Hunter goes down to P4.
It's incredible racing right now for these guys. Strix is absolutely being swallowed up, and right now he's having to fend for his life on these medium competent tires since the softs are just so much quicker right now. But how much will they stay quicker in the later end of the stint?
Cam looking for the absolute right moments to go for this here at the moment. And Ritzy, what happened was Raptor died. As there is... Oh, Hoop again. And we've seen it this season when things just go from bad, they go to worse for Hoop, unfortunately. Except for Saudi Arabia when he got the fight back. It's just, yeah. That's a shame. But Hoop will try to come back next season and fight hard and to get that title. My goodness me. We're coming up to 10 to go. Unless a bottle or something, Chandler, or a late race safety car, Chandler will have this race in the bag, I feel like. He's just done superbly in this one so far with that move. And Chandler now at 15.953. Here comes Cam for a P2. Cam for a P2. He's going to look for it with the DRS. He's got it done. Cam into second place. It's unbelievable. Meanwhile, Alphanesis and Mumu. Alphanesis goes back to P6. Now Mumu down the field here at the moment. And the battles are raging here in this Grand Prix. Axe in the top 5 in as well. My goodness.
The gap now between Chandler and Cam, by the way, 4.1 seconds. Chandler's absolutely gapped it with these guys battling. But what I've noticed is now with everyone there, by the way, from Cam all the way down to, I believe, Sanchez and Ninth, are all in this DRS train, which we thought we would obviously see due to the DRS nature of the circuit only having one zone. But we've noticed also the power of the DRS this weekend has been extremely good. But look at Axe and Alphanesis. Alphanesis trying to close in the exit of Aqua Minerali. Just not close enough this time. I'll have to wait for the straightaway.
That was close. And he's closing right up on Axe here at the moment. Closest you want to get between these guys here right now. Mumu, he's going to try to go, but it's fine. There goes Alpha. There goes Alpha. And the Alpha Terry now will come through. Alpha Nieces with a time penalty. That's unlucky. What is happening behind?
Haley almost lost the car in the same place Danny did.
Here comes T Hunter. They're closing it on Cam. They're closing it on Cam. They're bumping. They're bumping. This is incredible. T Hunter now goes up in a P2. Oh, this could end in tears in a second. Let's hope not. As now, Driggs, he could still be on for a podium here if he stays within this pack. Especially when D Hunter and Cam are the front runners in this pack. This is chaotic.
Absolutely chaos right now. It's just an absolute melee from all the way through this midfield. And the gap between Chandler and Deer Hunter now even grown by another second and maybe even 2 in the coming corners. It's just absolute gloves are off for everyone, no matter what position you're in. There is no give and take. It's only take and more take.
That's right. It's more take with more take and take it even more. Let's hold our breath for a second here, folks, because we're about to have another wild moment. Here at the moment, Axe gone. Oh, Axe is gone. I don't know if anyone came into contact there. I don't think they did. I think his car just ghosted in time. As now, D Hunter is actually slightly pulled away here from Cam as now Bailey gets a time penalty.
So right now, it's kind of relaxed a bit. People can breathe. It's not as chaotic. Not Alphanesis, though. He's under pressure from Sanchez. Sanchez is going to send it. This is going to work out not so well. And Sanchez is in the grass.
Holds on to it for now. It's Drunken Shamrock and Fern go at it. Fern goes up at a P10 in this Grand Prix. So Fern now into the top 10 here in this one. Lap 25 and 32. It's gone quick here at the moment. It's the battle between D Hunter and Cam, and right now, as we see, there's the penalties for you all. 3 seconds down the board for pretty much for everybody except for Axe with 6 seconds. It's looking like a Chandler Cam Driggs podium. But who else could find it as Alphanese looks for around the outside? Oh, it is. These guys are going at it for young and old here at the moment. Bailey trying to get up this as well. Bailey trying to get up a few positions and trying to see if he can get into a top 5 in this Grand Prix. But D-Hunter's doing very nicely in P2 right now.
Oh, Bailey, a huge snap. He saves that one. But Alphanesis almost enticed himself with Mumu at the exit of Aqua Minerale due to Mumu actually having a huge moment going off the circuit. This time Mumu will hold on going down the straightaway. Just not close enough as he's actually fallen a bit back from Drix in the McLaren.
Mumu, slight moment there. And Alphanesis is haunting him. Looking for the right moment. That's Kim! That's Kim!
Oh, Kim!
Oh, and Axe is retired on track. If that's a safety car, it's not.
Has to be.
It's not.
Oh, Drunken Shamrock's around.
Oh, Drunken Shamrock goes around. That Drunken Shamrock does not want to retire because he can get a top 10 here and get some points. Not even a virtual. Very questionable by this game.
Wow.
All right.
Oh, he's on the racing line. Yeah, I would hope it's a safety car.
Jeez.
That was a really, really late call. Why did it wait that long?
The FIA, they must be having too many red wines at the end of this season. My goodness me. Absolutely incredible. As that is a... Oh, Axe leaving. Okay. I was holding my breath there for a second. So, boy, it's on for this final few laps, ladies and gentlemen. As Mumu comes in, I'm not surprised that some of the mid-pack will come into the pit lane and get some fresh set of softs. Cam's not. We know Cam. He wants to be up near the front because that's where he likes to be. Whew.
I don't blame him. But right now, with the grip we've seen throughout the circuit, it's maybe not the best call to stay out from Drix, Cam, Deere, and Chandler. I mean, they're going to have a lot of cars to separate themselves from the cars behind. If you're Chandler, you're absolutely loving this. You've seen what happened from Deere, from Drix, from Cam. That battling they had, the gap was 5 seconds plus more before the safety car came out. Now they have everyone behind them on fresh softs, but not much time to overtake. Because the safety car could range from anywhere from we're going in next lap on, or maybe even coming in on lap 30 where there's no DRS at all. And if that does occur, Chandler, Deere, and Cam and Drix are looking pretty.
Indeed they are. They're looking very pretty here for this race. Oh my goodness me, folks. What an incredible sequence of events this race has shown. In what has been a fascinating season here in T1. It's going to come down to it all here right now. D-Hunter, if he sees an opportunity at turn at the start of this restart, he'll go for it on Chandler. We know he will. And then there's Cam. After that spin, holds back up in the top 4. And then now everyone behind is on fresh set of softs. Be sure to stay with us because this could be a fascinating end to Season 7 here in Breakout Racing League. My goodness.
Absolutely. I don't think there's any better race and better circumstance to end a season like it has been in this race itself. A rain-affected race with a crossover period, some chaos, some drama, and a little bit of crashing in the process too. But now we have another late race safety car. And wow, how will this play out? Will it affect Chandler, Deere, Drix, Cam? Or will it be someone outside of those four who wins the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix?
Well, Feta, the problem for Hoopy is he's 11th. But if there's absolute chaos here, and he can get out of the way of the drama that I'm sure is going to happen, he could still sneak on the podium. You never know. Looks like to me we are going to have a 4-lap dash to the end. Folks, hold everything right now because this is going to be one hell of a finish. Oh boy. And I don't know what's going on there between Sanchez and third. But
it's, I don't know. I honestly don't know how this, because this very well could go in this lap, meaning DRS is going to be enabled this lap, meaning chaos, the jar has been opened.
The thing is, Chandler needs a good start here. He needs a good start because if Deer sees the opportunity, we all know he's going to go for it. I don't know. The podium is an unknown, I think. Second and third could still be a very unknown here right now. Chandler is ready for what is going to be one hell of a restart, folks. Before we get out of the way, thank you all for watching throughout this Season 7. It's been absolutely incredible. And folks, we're not done. 4 to go. Sanchez ignoring yellow flag. What has happened there? As Chandler wait for the right moment. Deer's got to be waiting. Deer's looking for the opportunity, but Chandler has got the jump. He's got the jump perfect, but Driggs has got even a better jump on him. Driggs, can he find it? Find it here at the moment. Cam, Moo. Oh, he's pulled in there. That could have ended in absolute tears here. As Moo, oh my goodness me, I don't even know what to say. These guys are absolutely going for hammer and ton here at the moment. And I'm shocked it did not end in contact there. Well done to the boys there here at the moment. But look at this pack, look at this train of cars. It goes all the way down the field. Everybody's going to be trying to fight for position here right now. And Chandler is gone. And unless a mistake, he's going to win this Grand Prix. Moo's absolutely hunting Cam here right now. Hunting him to go for this move. To go for a possible podium finish in this race after a mistake early in the race. Oh, what's going on here? Oh.
Sanchez tried his hardest to keep Fern behind. Oh, no. Oh, big hit.
You know that. Oh my God.
Wow.
Are you kidding? Seeing some similar as we saw in Tier 3 when the safety car came out, literally the last moment on lap 29. Oh boy. Man, oh man. And we're going to have a one lap safety car here. Cars are coming in because they've got damage. And folks, you know that, if for fair to the office, you know that Steve Carell holding his self there. Yeah, that's what I said after that incident. Oh boy. And I'm sure the stewards will have a few things to say after that one. Boy, oh boy. We're lap 30 or 32, and folks, we're going to have a 2-lap dash to the finish.
Yeah, it was the entire incident itself span into the exit of Aqua Minerale when well, Sanchez didn't get the best exit. Fern made that move. He tried to go for the right-hand side, and Sanchez obviously trying to defend his position, and rightfully so. Squeezed him all the way to the grass. Fern tried to stay there, and then he had tried to make the move on the outside, which he did, and then just a Constantina effect from there, spun around. He hit Bailey, Hoopus just hit him, and then Sanchez had nowhere, or not Sanchez, Shamrock had nowhere to go. A lot of these guys now are really going to be kicking themselves up to that, but they have another chance, but the safety car has to come in this time. There's no doubt about it. They have to have 2 green flag laps, and that is now. Meaning DRS is not active. Chandler, Deer, Drix, and Cam, like I said a couple of laps ago, they're sitting pretty now.
I don't know what to say. But folks, after our 4th safety car, we're about to get back underway with 2 to go. Right now, it's Chandler, Driggs, and Cam on the podium. But it's another retry, another way to go. 2 laps to go of Season 7 here on Breakout Racing League. Deer's going to try to get that jump again on Chandler. Oh, it's close. Oh, these two going side by side. Did not get the jump. Drix didn't get the great jump either. What has happened behind? Drivers are all making moves. It's chaos here right now. Moomoo's going to try and look for it here on Cam. We'll keep an eye on this because if Moomoo can get this done, it could be for a podium. Oh, there's contacts. No, Moomoo's around. Oh, it was going to end in tears, and it has ended in tears there. Third and Sanchez now going out here for position. And third now up into the top 5. And Herb now could secure a top 5, maybe top 4 at the end of this race. Deer Hunter now, he's not going to be close enough to Chandler for moves. Chandler's going to win this Grand Prix as Sanchez in third again.
I believe Fern had an illegal overtake. He let Sanchez back through, but Fern overall has had an incredible start to the safety restart. Went from down in 10th, 11th, that range, up to 6th, and then he had, obviously, well, now he's out of position.
Hoop through on Fern. Alphanesis and Bailey going out as well. Fern has gone off circuit. As Sanchez now, he could be one who tried to battle out here with Cam. Man, oh man, this is an intense fight, and it will be for the podium sitters right now, coming up to the final lap. Hoop is closing in here on Sanchez. Hoop could maybe still sneakily get on the podium. Sanchez, Cam, saying no, you're not coming through on me. This could end in tears here in a second. A little bit of contact. Drink's trying to get through on Deer Hunter, but they hold station for now. The sheep stations are going wild here at the moment, as now here comes Sanchez for the move here on Cam. He gets it done, but remember, Cam doesn't have a penalty, neither does Sanchez. Who's going to try to look for it to go on the podium here right now? Can he get it done? Ooh, this is going to be the battle for P3 on the podium once the penalties settle in, once they cross the line. Side by side, these two will go. They're contacting, and oh, there's even more contacting. And here comes Fern now up into this fight as well. Oh, and Hoop now up into P5, which most likely be for P3. No, he's got a penalty! Oh, are you kidding me? As now the McLarens go at it here right now. There's contact. Drinks is around. I don't even know who's on the podium now, folks. Hoop has gone off, but Chandler Sater, he's going to come around the last few corners. We'll hold our breath if it's P2 in the championship or not. Chandler now will win here in Imola, the final race of the season. Deer Hunter, I think Deer Hunter's on the podium, is he? He is! Deer Hunter's on the podium.
Wow.
Cam P2. Oh my god, this podium interviews is going to be interesting. Oh, and I do believe 25 for Chandler, Hoot 12. Chandler's just got P2 in the championship.
Wow. What a finish to that race.
It was chaotic. Hoop getting the penalty at the end there, and then the contact with the McLarens. It has just turned this race upside down completely. And, wow. And folks, this is going to be a fascinating podium interviews. Wow. Oh, what a way to end. That was an absolutely wild race here at Imola. And what a way to end Season 7.
Absolutely. There was no better way that this race could have ended for this season send-off with Chandler topping the podium.
Oh my goodness me. Box you, thank you for following. There it is. And Katra can vote the top 3. It's Chandler, it's Cam, it's Deer Hunter. I said there was a chance for Deer Hunter to get on the podium, and he has. Hoop, Fern. Wow. Absolutely unbelievable.
Yes! Let's go!
Hold on, dear. Hold on. Let's get our top 3 in, then you can go wild. What a way to end here. Oh my goodness me, what else can you say here in this one right now? Well, may as well get things started since third and second are here. Katra, kick things off.
I will. All right then. Dear podium once again. It's been a delight to hear it every time. How does this one mean to you? P3 at the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix.
Oh my gosh! This is a dream, right? Somebody pinch me! Somebody pinch me! This is fairy tale stuff, man! This stuff isn't supposed to happen! Oh my gosh! This stuff ain't supposed to happen to me, man! Freaking podium! Dude! I got that warning early on in the wet, and I actually drove pretty good in the wet. I usually suck in the wet. And I drove from like P11 to what, P5 or so? P4? In the wet, and I got that penalty just pushing really hard, and me and Cam just kept chugging along, man. We kept working together as a unit, man, just slowly crawling our ways up there. And then them safety cars at the end, man. It was kind of a deal where you were between softs and mediums, and them safety cars, even though it kind of sucked because I had a penalty, you were able to kind of cool the tires off, there at the end. So the softs weren't necessarily that bad. So, yeah, luckily everybody just started dive bombing each other that last safety car, and the penalties even out, man. Cam P2, me P3, Chandler first, man. This is fairy tale stuff, man. This ain't supposed to happen.
Obviously, you can tell the emotion running high for Deer Hunter, and that's been a scenario and a scene of all the podiums you've had so far this season. Well, I would say, well, how would you feel about this race, about that race that's coming up? There is no race coming up. This was the season finale, so let's have a little bit of fun. Out of all the podiums, which one's your favorite?
I'm skeptical to say this one, just because how bad I am at this track. Like, I'm not even lying. Go to TT, and I'm a full second off of Chandler. Like, legit, single lap pace. But the race pace ain't that bad. I mean, I think I showed that in realistic, and it wasn't that bad here. Like, I really wish I could have gotten Austria. I feel like I could have won at Austria with that strategy play there, and I know the penalty got removed, man, but this one feels pretty good just because it was kind of unexpected. I mean, when you start P11 and you think you're at best, maybe a 6th, 7th place car, and you're just fighting like that, it's incredible. I think this moves me up a couple places in the points, so, I'm not terribly washed, but yeah, we're going to have a fight on our hands next year. I'm probably going to have to fight just to make sure I'm tier 1, but hopefully I get grandfathered in, so.
Nope.
We'll see. And this has been a very turbulent season, but I've gotten, 4 podiums this year? Which is something I haven't been able to say in a couple years, so I'm pretty happy.
A season that you will definitely not forget in this Tier 1 championship. Congratulations on your podium once again for the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix.
Thank you, Katja. Love you.
To Cam, then, for P2. We'll probably have one of the most elated interviews, probably one of the most interviews with few words. That's kind of the persona you've picked up this season. Cam, P2 for the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix. Did you expect that?
Absolutely fucking not. The wet saved me. If it was dry, I would have probably wrecked into a wall a couple times, I hate this track in the game. It's so bad. Yeah. Deer Hunter didn't kill me. God bless him. He almost did twice, so it's fine. Yeah. Everybody else choked behind me, which is nice to see.
Well, by the way, I actually pointed out a couple of times this stream, and Deer, you're also involved in this. If you two can remember the ACC stream that Mitchie and I have, or not Mitchie, I commentated a couple seasons ago, where you two had your fun at Imola. Yeah, that happened, and we honestly thought maybe it could happen again, but obviously it didn't. So Cam ended up on the podium once again, P2, with Deer behind you. I'm going to ask you the same question that I asked Deer. Which podium this season's been your favorite?
Probably China, because it was me and Cookie teammates 1-2 the whole race, and we were able to work together and get the 1-2. So yeah, and Ginger raced, so it was automatically dub race.
Yeah, there you go. That race was pretty good for your side, both Alpines at the time. But now, P2 for the Williams at the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix. Let's hand it over to Mitchie for the race winner and Chandler.
That was incredible. Chandler P1 coming in late. P1 in this race. So many safety cars. The rain. Talk us through that one, because lots happened. Maybe not from your end at the front, but there's a lot happened that happened in that race.
Yeah, so the start was not very good, but I did keep position, so yeah. I think Fern got by me, but he jumped to start, so that doesn't really count. I kept my actual position, so that's good. Pace wasn't too great at the start, but then it started coming in, and I think after I figured out a couple corners I was struggling in, first 5 laps, the paces were going the way, but I knew it was going dry. Safety car came out, so we went onto the dry tires. At first it felt horrible, but then it was fine. Drix went onto the mediums, and so I knew it was just, I got to get by him. And it took me a lap or two because I had to get used to it. I think line really helps, and Drix used line that race. He'll be turning line off next season though, which is pretty cool. But it does take a lap or two to get used to it. But once I did, I got by him, and I pulled like a 9-second lead, 8 seconds, something like that, before the next safety car. And then I didn't pit, but ended up being the right decision because of the extra safety car that came at the very end. But it was just managing those last 2 safety car restarts, and I did just that. And I pulled a pretty big gap in those last 2 laps. So it was just managing the race really and taking advantage of hoop spin and Drix going on to the mediums. So it was a good way to finish off the season with 2 wins in a row in the end. Of course, conveniently right after I'm out of the championship, but...
Well, and P2 in the championship as well, getting that done as well. So I'm going to ask the same as Katra. Favourite race of the season from you?
Oh, I don't know. Probably might be Spain, because coming back like 2 months no F1 and just banging in a win straight like that. Zandvoort was pretty good though. I think Zandvoort probably tops Spain actually. I just perfected that race, led every lap, even with that mistake of going the extra lap, almost doing a Landon Norris at Russia type deal. But pace was really good there. That track's a really fun track, and so combining that with win, I think was pretty fun. But usually all my wins have come pretty boring. So it's either I do really well or I do terrible. There is no in between. So, but I think Zandvoort would be it.
Yeah, Zandvoort was a incredible one as well. Chandler, thank you. We'll see you next season, of course, in what is sure to be already, as we know, some of us already know, Season 8 in Tier 1 is going to be absolutely fascinating to see how it all goes down. Cam, Deanna, thank you as well. And Katra, I would like to thank you for being here with me this season. It was an absolute pleasure.
It was a great one.
We love y'all and all the viewers. Tune in. It gets even better next season.
Fuck the ops.
Join in.
Well, thank you, dear. Thank you to everybody for tuning in. Thank you to all the drivers. Season 8, keep an eye out in the Discords and the Twitters for when...
Fuck you, Skeppy.
It's incoming. It's incoming. But folks, ACC, it's coming. Not the first round, because I won't be available. But the week after, every race live with yours truly for ACC. Folks, thank you. And we'll see you next season.